Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Matatag Curriculum, English Grade 4, Quarter 2, Lesson 5. Our topic for today is about enumerative descriptive text. Reading and listening. This is Teacher Aika, online teacher. Let's start. Learning competencies and objectives. Comprehend informational text, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Number 1, note important information through outlining. Topic, main idea, supporting details. Inductive organization, pyramid. Number 2, identify text types according to the author's purpose, example, enumeration, and description. Number 3, draw conclusions based on a given information. And number 4, make a summary of a given text. Next, express ideas appropriately, age-appropriate, gender-responsive, and culture-sensitive for one's purpose, context, and target audience through speaking and writing. Number 1, use appropriate text types, example, enumeration description for a given purpose, context, and target audience. Here are the content. Enumerative descriptive text through reading or listening. Number 1, noting important details. Number 2, outlining, topic, main idea, supporting details, inductive organization, pyramid. Number 3, identifying text types and author's purpose. Number 4, drawing conclusions. Number 5, making a summary. Let us have first a short review. In each item below, write L in the space provided if the given reading material is a literary text, and I if it is an informational text type. Be ready to share and explain your answer. Literary or informational? Look at the first picture. Is this literary or informational? The answer is letter L, literary. Here is the second picture. Is it literary or informational? The answer is letter I, informational. Third picture. Is it literary or informational? The answer is letter I, informational. This time, search for and underline the following words found in the reading passage, your favorite seafood and their habitats. And here are the words: marine, fisheries, intertidal waters, invertebrates, ocean floor, ecosystems, semi-salty, nursery grounds, meadows, and crustacean. Exploring your favorite seafood and where they live. By Myla June T. Patron. Did you know that seafood is a big part of people's diet all over the world? In fact, fish is a huge part of Filipino diet. But have you ever wondered where fish and other marine creatures live in the vast ocean? Here are some known fish and marine creatures that make delicious food. Get to know them and their habitats. Grouper or lapu-lapu. Characteristics of grouper. The grouper fish, which is named after a famous Filipino hero, is also called lapu-lapu. The grouper fish is one of the most popular kinds of coral reef fishes that are cooked during parties and celebrations. This fish comes in different kinds and colors. Some are dull green or brown, while others have brighter colors and patterns. The grouper surely reflects the colorful habitat it comes from. Can you guess where it lives? Groupers live in coral reefs. What are coral reefs? Coral reefs are marine ecosystems and they are important source of food and livelihood for Filipinos. The coral, which builds the reef, is an animal called coral polyp. The second one is crab or alimango. Its habitat is mangrove forests. Many varieties of crabs live in mangrove forests. Mangrove forests are found in salty or brackish intertidal waters. The soil in mangrove seas are wet and are lacking in oxygen. Mangrove systems are very important because they serve as nursery grounds or temporary homes to newborn or young reef fishes. Different kinds of fish and invertebrates such as lobster, shrimp, crabs, and sea urchins live in mangrove forests. The third one is squid and octopus, or pusit at pugita. Have you tried eating dried squid, either grilled or fried? Dried squid is also a popular Filipino food. Squids have long, slender bodies with soft, flexible arms. Like octopuses, squids swim in the open ocean, but they rest in seagrass beds and meadows found in the ocean floor. Habitat: seagrasses. Seagrasses are like the lungs of the ocean because they produce an abundant supply of oxygen. Seagrasses can be found in the ocean floor or in shallow, brackish waters. They have long, green, grass-like leaves, and they look very similar to seaweeds. However, unlike seaweeds, seagrasses have roots, stems, and leaves. They also produce flowers and seeds like plants on dry land. The fourth one is tiger prawn, pantat or sugpo. Has someone in your household ever cooked tiger prawn for your birthday or a town fiesta? For Filipinos, the tiger prawn is a favorite food during celebrations and special occasions or even on ordinary days. Prawns have long, slender, curve-shaped bodies. Did you know that this tasty crustacean lives in brackish waters? They also live and get food from seagrasses, beds of seaweed or algae, and on floating types of sea algae. Habitat, seaweed or algae. Like seagrasses, algae or seaweeds provide home and food to different kinds of reef fishes and marine creatures. However, unlike seagrasses, algae do not produce flowers and their roots do not absorb nutrients. Despite their differences, both algae, seaweeds, and seagrasses serve home for growing reef fishes. In conclusion, the grouper fish, crab, squid, tiger prawn, and other marine creatures live in different ocean habitats where they get rest, nourishment, and shelter. In order to care for these marine creatures, we need to protect the ocean and the wonderful habitats where they live. Activity number 2. Guess the meaning of the words from the context clues. Match the underlined word in column A with its meaning found in column B. Write your answer in the space before each number. Number 1. The grouper fish, crabs, and tiger prawns are marine creatures that make delicious food. Number 2, marine ecosystems are made up of fish, crustaceans, mammals, and other creatures and the environment they live in. Number 3, the fisheries in our town are rich in fish and other marine resources. Number 4, semi-salty or brackish water are not as salty as water in the seas and ocean. They are usually found in mangrove areas or river bends. Number 5, sandy beaches are examples of intertidal zones. Number 6, young fishes grow in nursery grounds like mangrove habitats and mud flats. Number 7, starfish and sea urchins are examples of invertebrates that live in the ocean. Number 8, sea meadows are large seagrass areas where fishes and invertebrates live. Number 9, seagrass, coral, and seaweed grow on the ocean floor. Number 10, shrimps, lobsters, and crabs are examples of crustaceans that live in the ocean. Here are the correct answers. Number 1, E. Number 2, D. Number 3, F. Number 4, I. Number 5, B. Number 6, J. Number 7, G. Number 8, A. Number 9, H. And number 10, C. Activity number 3. Draw a line between each marine creature, its name, and its habitat. Share your answer with your seatmates. Number 1, this is grouper. Its habitat, coral. Number 2 is prawn. Its habitat, seaweed or algae. Number 3, crab. Its habitat, mangrove. Number 4, squid. Its habitat, seagrass. This time, answer the following questions. Number 1, what is the text all about? The text is about various seafood, including fish and marine creatures and their habitats in the ocean. Number 2, what do you think is the purpose of the writer for writing the text? The purpose of the writer in writing the text is to inform readers about seafood and the natural habitats where these marine creatures live. Number 3, what do you think is the message of the text? The message of the text is that seafood is not only important as food but also plays a vital role in marine ecosystems. Number 4, what type of text do you think it is? Why do you say so? The text is informative because it provides facts about seafood and their habitats in an educational way. Letter B, noting details, pair or group work. Complete the table below by writing down the information asked. Marine creatures, grouper, characteristics, large solid body, slow swimmer. Habitat, coral reefs, and rocky areas. Next is crab or mangrove crab. Characteristics, hard shell, powerful claws. Habitats, mangrove forests, muddy shores. Next, squid. Characteristics, soft body and tentacles with suckers. Habitats, open ocean and coastal waters. Next, we have tiger prawns. Characteristics, striped shell, long whiskers, and its habitat, coastal areas and estuaries. Fill out the fishbone diagram below with the characteristics of the marine habitats described in the text that you read. Characteristics of marine habitats: mangrove, coral reef, seaweeds, and seagrass beds. Drawing conclusions and inferences. Directions: the following statements are possible conclusions or inferences that we can make based on the information given in the text. Draw a star if the statement can be inferred or concluded from the text, and a circle if it cannot be concluded from the text. Draw your answer in the space before each number. Here are the statements. Number 1, the coral is a living thing. Number 2, crabs can be found in beaches and seashores. Number 3, the body of water in mangrove areas are not as salty as sea water. Number 4, mangrove trees do not grow in dry land because the soil is rich in oxygen. Number 5, without seagrasses, mangrove areas and the ocean will not have enough oxygen. Number 6, trash thrown into the ocean can harm marine creatures. Number 7, the grouper is a very big fish. Number 8, many coral reefs in the Philippines have been destroyed due to dynamite fishing. Number 9, if coral reefs are destroyed, a lot of fish and other marine creatures will lose their home. Number 10, seaweeds need sunlight in order to grow and survive. Now that you thoroughly read and understood the text, you can already summarize the text that you read. In order to do so, you first need to make an outline of the most important ideas and details in the text. Do the following task. First is outlining. Complete the outline below by filling in the blanks with details and ideas from the list in the box. Your favorite seafood and their habitat. First is grouper fish. Characteristics. Number 1, comes in different kinds and colors. Number 2, has a large, stout body and powerful jaws. B. Habitat, coral reef. Number 1, comes in different varieties and forms. Number 2, prefers warm and shallow waters. Number 3, found in areas with abundant hiding spots like crevices and caves. Second is crab. A. Characteristics, has a hard shell. Number 2, walks sideways and has pincers for defense and feeding. B. Habitat, mangrove forest. Number 1, lives in muddy and sandy floors of brackish water. Number 2, found in wet, oxygen-deprived soil. Third, squid or octopus. Characteristics. Number 1, has soft, flexible body and tentacles. Number 2, known for its ability to camouflage and release ink. B. Habitat, sea grasses. Number 1, has long green grass-like leaves. Number 2, produces abundant oxygen for marine life. Number 3, provides cover and food for small marine creatures. Fourth, tiger prawn. Characteristics, lives in brackish waters. Number 2, has a segmented body with a hard shell and long antenna. B. Habitat, seaweed. Number 1, grows in coastal waters, providing shelter. Number 2, produces energy and food through photosynthesis. Next is writing a summary. Now that you are done with your outline, you can already write a summary of the selection, your favorite seafood and their habitat. Complete the given summary paragraph below by filling in the blanks with the appropriate list sentence or phrase from the box. Here are the choices. Now, here is the summary that you need to answer. Let's answer. Marine creatures which make delicious food live in different kinds of ocean habitats. For instance, the grouper fish or lapu-lapu, which comes in different kinds and colors, reflects the colorful coral reefs where it lives. Another marine creature which makes delicious food is the crab. Crabs live in muddy and sandy floors of brackish water and dig deep into muddy parts of intertidal areas like mangrove forests. Mangrove forests are made up of mangrove trees, growing in semi-salty or brackish waters. They swim in the open ocean and live in sea grasses. Squids are also marine creatures that are fished for food. Seaweeds are plants that produce energy and food from sunlight. Sea grasses have long, green, grass-like leaves and produce seeds and flowers. Last but not the least, the tiger prawn. It also lives and feeds on sea grasses and seaweeds. However, unlike sea grasses, seaweeds do not produce flowers or absorb nutrients through its roots. In order to care for these wonderful marine creatures, humans must protect the sea and habitats where they live. Directions: look at the following picture and elicit what they think the picture shows. Look at the picture carefully. And here's the first question. What is the poster content about? The poster is about marine pollution and how waste like plastic and chemicals ends up in the ocean affecting sea animals. Number 2, what do you think is the purpose of the poster? The purpose of the poster is to raise awareness about marine pollution and encourage people to stop dumping waste into the ocean. Number 3, what do you think is the message of the poster? The message of the poster is that pollution harms marine life and it's important to keep the ocean clean to protect sea creatures. Number 4, what are the different causes of marine pollution? Different causes of marine pollution include plastic waste, chemical spills, oil leaks, and dumping of the garbage into the ocean. Number 5, why is it important for young people like you to know about the different causes of marine pollution? It's important for young people to know about marine pollution so they can help protect the environment, make better choices to reduce waste, and inspire others to care for the ocean. Causes of marine pollution. What you need to know about. Marine pollution. Marine pollution happens when the ocean gets dirty and filled with chemicals and trash. A lot of these waste materials come from the land and gets washed or blown into the ocean. This pollution harms the environment, makes animals and plants sick, and causes health problems for people all around the world. Read the facts below and get to know the common causes of marine pollution. Oil spills. Sometimes, big ships have accidents and spill lots of oil into the ocean. This oil can make the water dirty and hurt the animals and plants in the sea. Oil spills are big disasters for the ocean. Plastic disposal. We use a lot of plastic every day because it is very light. It can easily float into the oceans. Because plastics does not break down easily, animals and plastic in the ocean can get tangled in it or eat it, which can cause destruction and death. Industrial wastes. Big factories release harmful things like mercury and lead into the water. These chemicals can hurt the animals in the water and can even affect the whole food chain in the ocean. This is a big problem for the environment. Sewage disposal. As we do our everyday activities, such as taking a bath, washing the dishes, brushing our teeth, etc., we produce a lot of sewage, which is a mix of dirty or waste water and trash things like used tissue paper, bath water, and medicine residues, etc. Sewage goes directly into the ocean or into the rivers. leading to the ocean. Runoffs. Trash or wastes from the land go to the ocean because of rain, floods, and other causes. These wastes are called runoffs. For instance, during typhoons, floods can carry trashes and oil from the streets into the ocean. Lesson activity: reading informational text. Description tells the reader what each cause of marine pollution is all about. Narration tells the reader of story that happens in the ocean. Explanation explains why marine pollution happens due to the given causes. Enumeration lists down the different causes of marine pollution. Process or procedure describes a step-by-step process of how marine pollution takes place. Argumentation shares the writer's opinion about marine pollution and convinces readers to take action. Noting details. Fill out the cluster board below with the details from the infographic. Write down the causes of marine pollution next to the numbers and the explanation and examples on the lines provided. Causes of marine pollution. Drawing inferences and conclusions. What inferences and conclusions can you draw from the infographic poster? Put a star before the statement if it is an inference or conclusion that you can make from the poster and a circle if it is not. Here are the statements. Number 1, we should avoid using single-use plastics to help lessen marine pollution. Number 2, people unintentionally cause marine pollution with daily household activities. Number 3, a lot of marine creatures are dying because of global warming. Number 4, oil spill is the most common cause of marine pollution. And number 5, natural calamities such as typhoons and floods can cause marine pollution. It is now time for you to share your own conclusion from the infographic poster that you read. Complete the sentence below by writing 1 to 2 conclusions that you have drawn based on information you have read about the causes of marine pollution. Complete the sentence. Based on what I have read and understood from the poster, I therefore conclude that. Summarizing. Draw a heart in the box before the sentence that best summarizes the causes of marine pollution, presented in the infographic poster. First, plastic disposal, oil spill, and runoffs are the most common causes of marine pollution that leads to the death of a lot of marine creatures. Second, marine pollution is an environmental problem caused by the several factors such as oil spills, throwing of plastic and industrial wastes into the ocean, sewage disposal, and runoffs. Third, marine pollution is a serious environmental problem that harms marine creatures and people in many different ways. Therefore, if this problem will not be solved now, future generations will suffer. Fourth, pollution due to industrial waste and sewage disposal is difficult to solve because households, factories, and other industries will keep producing sewage and waste. Learners' takeaways. Recall what you learned from this lesson and fill in the blanks with ideas and information that will complete each statement. I have learned that informational texts are written to provide facts, explanations, and information about a specific topic. They are usually organized in a way that makes it easy to understand the subject and can include headings, images, charts, or diagrams to help explain the information clearly. Informational text aim to educate the reader on topics like science, history, and the environment. The main purpose of informational text is to inform or educate the reader about a specific topic. It provides facts, explanations, and details to help the reader understand the subject better. Informational texts are often used to share knowledge and build awareness about real-world issues, concepts, or events. The types of informational text include: first, expository text. Explain or describe a topic in detail, often found in textbooks or scientific articles. Second, procedural text. Give step-by-step instructions on how to do something, like recipes or manuals. Third is persuasive text. Aim to convince the reader of a certain viewpoint, such as opinion pieces or advertisement. Fourth is descriptive text. Provide detailed descriptions of a person, place, thing, or event, commonly found in biographies or travel guides. Fifth, narrative nonfiction. Tells a true story with factual information, often found in historical accounts or memoirs. Examples of informational texts are textbooks, news articles, encyclopedias, instruction manuals, recipes, brochures, biographies, and scientific journals. Reflection on learning. Instructions: fill out the journal worksheet by completing the open-ended statements based on your reflections on what you learned and your learning process. Do this on your own. Reflection prompts. I am happy that I learned that. What I learned is useful because at home or in my community, I can use what learned by, and I wish to learn more about. Your answer in words or in drawing. Good luck! And that wraps up today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in.